Tom Wilson, sold Creek Merinos, Western Victoria. Currently running 9,500 merino ewes with another 450 hectares of cropping and 100 head of cattle. Currently shearing here at Salt Creek with our 8-month shearing. This shearing there'll be 7,500 sheep shorn, mixed age from 5 and 6 year old down to 1 year old weaners. We've got shearers and shed hands, 6 shearers on, and Rousey's penning up and all the wool work as well, and leaves us to do the stock work and mustering out the back. Makes life a lot more simple, being able to just let them go in the shed and not having to be there nearly as much as in the old facility. Currently in the old woolshed, which was built around 1907 when the Coy family first bought the property, and had been progressively extended, modified, added on, and showing its age. With 8 months shearing the last couple of years, we're getting up around 35,000 head a year. So this new one has just made things a lot more simple to conduct the shearing and not spending 2 weeks repairing and rebuilding the shed before each shearing starts. It's been a staged process. We touched base with ProWay, and designing started after several different location and ideas and thoughts. The shed was built by Action Steel, who worked closely with ProWay in the designing phase, and facility was completed end of March 2020. We're glad we did it the way we have because of the volume of sheep work. It allowed us a clean site, existing yards and woolshed facility was still operational, and allowed us to keep shearing, and then all our animal husbandry and everything to the side. The new facility was getting done, and very minimal interference. The process with the design and planning with ProWay was fantastic, with several different little changes just so easily done. Yeah, it made the process very simple. Jono was the ProWay designer that we used. Very accommodating of different ideas and very timely and efficient. I had a few different ideas I wanted to integrate into the design ourselves, and then fine-tuning right up to the moment of manufacture. There's little gates here and changes made. Yeah, it worked really well. Everything's prefab, truckload after truckload of timber and steel frames, and like a great big Meccano set. And our job was to dig holes and have the pad level and set ready to go, and everything else was done by ProWay and the contractor. Evan Cartwright did the Sheepyards and did a fantastic job, and then Jeff Lee from Inverleigh did the woolshed fit out, and it's come up fantastic, done a great job. The plan of the woolshed, it's 6 stand curved board with 1 stand able to be a left-hander. We've got sloped catching pens as well for ease of shearers pulling the stock out. It's 2.5 metres between each shearer, and it's separated staff from working over the top of each other. The large wool area, it's actually segregated the shearers and shed hands. It's just taken away another OH&S level, potential collisions, and yeah, removes the bending and distance of running and things. Working on concrete in the past myself, understand and know the effects after a long day, so yeah, we've gone timber wool room, just a lot better health for everyone, we figure. Penning up, every gate slide swings, so gates can all swing out of the way, so you've got a clean run to catching pens as well. We can have 1,200 sheep in the shed in 9.5 minutes, which yeah, just saves a lot of stress on animals, stress on people, so yeah, it gives great flexibility. Everything's peaceful and easy, and yeah, it's been great. We've got let out chutes, so sheep are back out straight underneath the shed. We can hold up to 2 runs under the shed before we process them, or let them back into the yard so we can drench or backline or any little job. Stock flow is fantastic in the yards. It's a case, quick open up, run the sheep around, and suddenly you're from one job to the other. So yeah, you can weigh a few, spin them around quickly, run them up the bulk handler or do anything very easily. Yeah. Wanted it that we could have several different things set up at the same time, so it was easy just to get the job done. We've got bulk handler race, your draft race. We've also got the Rotary Force in there as well, where we either have the VE machine, 3-way autodrafter, or back shearing trailers in, or crutching or anything like that. It's just a good multi-service area. Spoke to a few people before we did the yards and they said if you don't put a 12-metre bulk handler in, you're mad. It'd be the best thing you ever do, and I'm glad we have. It's just made any application to sheep just that much easier, and as you can see that we can fill it without a dog basically. You don't need dogs in the yards and everything's relaxing. I think it's helped retain younger staff who probably wouldn't hang around the way we used to drench and handle livestock, whereas now they enjoy it and it's a pleasure to come and do stock work, not a hassle. We can be in these yards on a 39, 40 degree day and nice breeze coming through and not be raising a sweat. We can tick away with one person and still comfortably drench 3,000 sheep a day, and another one mustering, so it's a two-man job. Whereas the old facility, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a hot day, the stock would stop running, be too hot, nothing would get done, and be two of you there pushing them over the VE machine, maybe three, and yeah, it just saved a lot of labour. And hard labour too, yeah, so it's become easy, so anyone can drench on or vaccinate on that machine. I definitely would recommend the service and the products ProWay offer. Yes, it's been fantastic. I'd like to think that we have got 6 shearers at the moment when it's hard to get shearers because we have a good facility and they're enjoying coming to use it. We had a shearer ring up at the end of a shearing and say thank you for the facility that's been put there, and you can't get any better feedback than that.